Today I have a very special program for you. I'm going to be with a very special young man who has agreed to tell us his story, and also in subsequent videos we will also talk to his wife. He can go ahead and introduce himself to us and tell us a little bit about himself.
How are you guys? My name is Martin Maina Mukoma. They call me Emissary. That is actually an artistry name, which means one sent on a mission. I'm a gospel artist.
Tell us a little bit about your journey into marriage and what happened.
So I've come from a very firm Christian background.
Yes.
My mom and my dad, they've never separated. I've always seen them together.
Yes.
So shule, relationship huko ndo zilianza. You have, for me, shule nilikuwa this cool guy.
Yes.
In school. Na competition ilikuwa, it was a mixed school in Karatina. So competition ilikuwa nani ako na madem wengi.
Yeah, so you grew up having that kind of attention.
Yeah. Yeah, since primary school, then high school, you find that is the competition was, if it is not sport, it's now how you relate with women.
With girls,
so hapo ndio unapatikana wewe ndio champion. So that is how I was socialized. School sana. So kutoka, joined a church, got born again, and then from there I started doing music. I did very well, but the time I was almost booming, I disconnected because niliona tabia na tabia na ile kitu nina profess, they are not they are not in sync. So
you had that all along, you had that conviction that you are not living right.
So nikona wacha ni pause kidogo, I work on myself, then I can come back. So coming back thinking I can fix myself, ikakuwa tena ni ngumu sana. Ni ngumu.
Bring us up to when now you decide to get married.
You know, my dad married mom very young. So I also had the desire to start my family early. So early 24, 25, that is when I wanted to get married. I did not get the chance to marry at 24, 25. So nikakaka kidogo. So around 26, 27 there is when I met Petronilla, who is now my wife. And we started off. We started off just like friends. We started off in a very amazing, interesting way. She was shopping. We were in a certain neighborhood. By that time nilikuwa nimefukuzwa na Buda juu umetoka mziki, you're doing well, then umekuja nyumbani. So I influenced my brother because then he was working. So we went in a certain hood in Kayole. So that is where we were staying. And then she was staying right across where we are staying. So it was separated by a road. So one day she was shopping. We met there. So I gave her a chance to shop first. And then I introduced myself. And then she was like, I know you. You do music and all that. Can I get your CD and all that? I sold her a CD. And then later I sold her T-shirt. Oh, so and the rest is history. You've met Petronilla, you like her, you see this is the woman I want to settle down with. What did you think about the lifestyle now of having other women? Were you cognizant of the fact that you are getting married but you have other chicks on the side? I thought for me it wasn't a big deal. I thought that once you get married, you are sorted.
Oh, so those desires will go away.
They will just disappear. Now you're married. And then I was really trying. Sometimes I could really go for 3 months. Not really dogging around and fornicating and all that, watching porn and all that. And then I find myself there again.
Okay.
Then unashikwa na guilt.
Yeah. The cycle.
Unajikakamua tena. So unachapa 6 months.
Yeah.
I could even fast.
Right. Oh, okay.
I could even fast. But the thing was deeply embedded. So there was that cycle. I stopped. I'm back again.
What now, once you were married and this thing continues, were you ever afraid that she would find out?
Yes, I was like, if she find out, this thing could actually destroy everything. But then again, that desire, that lifestyle, that thing seems to had a lot of power.
Yeah.
So leaving the habit, it was a bit hard for me.
Absolutely. Did you ever think that you were an addict at that point?
No.
It never occurred to you?
No. It's never.
Yeah.
So I thought the one day I'll just deal with it and I disappear. So every time I was doing knowing natoka.
Yeah.
Not knowing. The more unafanya, the more ni kama the more unajifunga. You are tying yourself even the more.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that insight that
it's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
From what I have learned and my understanding of the psychology of the person who cheats is that cheating has very little to do with love. It really has a lot to do with an addiction to that. And I usually say that you're either addicted to the chase, where you just run around looking for the next thrill with a woman, and those people who do that, I call them the adolescent who has never grown up. So they are always looking for the next thrill. So those ones, you will not find them having affairs. They have flings. So they will have a lot of women that they chase around, and once they get them to bed and that sexual encounter, they are done. In fact, I have encountered some who will just completely block them and they don't want anything to do with them anymore. And then you have the second one, is the person who is actually addicted to sex, but they are not aware. And that person, normally they will watch pornography, they will do phone sex, they will do video sex, they will have physical relations with these women. They love a lot of flirting and they love to build up, that whole thing. That particular person, that is now the addict. That person has an addiction to sex. And then you have the third one, is the person who has poor communication and conflict management skills. So if he is mad at his wife, he starts to build resentment and starts to build bitterness in his heart. If he finds another woman who is going to give him attention, then he will go there. And that one usually is the one who has long-term affairs. And these are the people who will even father children, and they will have a secret home somewhere. And so that one, you won't find him going around many others. This one has an affair that actually looks like it's a simulation of like a marriage relationship. I like to help people understand so that if you know where you stand, then you can be able to work through. You know where now you need to start working to unlearn some things and to understand where did this thing start. At what point did you realize that this thing is much deeper from all the way to being socialized?
I realized when I saw my wife, when she discovered and she started confronting me concerning the whole thing. And I was like defensive and trying to find mechanism on how to manage her so that she doesn't now leave. I started seeing a bit of a serious heartbreak from coming from my wife. And then that one did not sit well with me. I felt hapa nimehata. So it's either I deal with it or I let her go. For me, I loved her to an extent where I better start the process of healing rather than lose her. So her pain compelled me.
In addition now to the spiritual counsel you are getting, how did psychological counseling help?
Counseling helps me to understand the source,
Yes.
to deal with the root cause of the issue,
Yeah.
of the whole thing, and we dealt with it. Understanding helps you to deal with the main issue.
Yeah.
It's very important to be under someone who understands the scope of what you're going through. The journey of healing starts with confession.
Yes.
And confessing to people who you can trust. Kubali, I am struggling with this. Unanipata. And kubali, you can't fight it in secret alone. That is one thing. You can't fight it in secret. You need people.
Yeah.
You need help from people who are able to tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the things that was so phenomenal for me is, Martin, you have the power. God has given you the grace to overcome. And always know, wherever you go, God is with you. You see, God is with you. He's not only with you when you are in church or when you're serving people. He's with you all the time. God is with you. He's seeing you. I found a way. I told my wife, now being ready to lose that marriage. I was even ready. Nikimwambia, because of her principle, and many times she has really reiterated, when it comes to cheating, I can't deal. It's a deal breaker. So the moment you come clean and God sees your heart, He sees your heart and the way you are. One of the things I've realized, and I can tell those people who are facing difficulties in marriage because of cheating, and series of cheating, not one, not twice, because me, I've not cheated once or twice. There are many times. When God sees how sincere you are, and how you want to come out from this thing, number one, there is the way He makes your marriage work. Yeah. Because He's the author of that marriage. There is the way He makes your marriage work. Me, I don't know. I normally see Petronilla as the grace of God. One of the Nikiona Petronilla naonanga enyewe God ni so. When I see my wife, naonanga enyewe God hakuna kitu hawezi samehe. If this lady alini forgive. So that one motivates me to become a better husband, a better father, a better person. Absolutely.
Once confession has happened, then you become transparent, you become open, and you become accountable. And once that happens, you will be able to walk that journey, because now you no longer have to fear, you no longer have to hide. The covering of shame has lifted up, because shame sometimes is what keeps us from saying what, from actually breaking away from denial. So until we see you next time, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you have gotten a lot of encouragement, inspiration as you have listened to Martin's story. And the next time you see me again, we'll be talking to his lovely wife Petronilla. We want to really encourage you that the things you see on this YouTube channel, they are just not theories. They are real things that are changing real people and changing real lives. Subscribe, share with your friends, let people know that there is hope, and I am looking forward to seeing you again. Let me know how I can support you through your journey as you seek to live by design in your relationships.